You are about to witness the very exciting story of a city and its people.
Welcome to motherfucking Detroit.
What up, though? What up, though? This is Detroit Mail with another No Name podcast. If you have not done it, please go over to the YouTube channel, IOW Network. Hit that like button, bing. Hit that subscribe button, bang. Hit that notification button, boop, 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 bang. And you will get everything that we upload, such as we go live every Monday and Tuesday from 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we talk everything sports. So if you're a sports fanatic, a sports junkie, just want to get your take off your chest, or just want to sit back and hear a few people kicking about sports, tune in every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you will get your fix. Also, if you are a Kansas City Chief fan and you want to hear all things Kansas City, you can go over to that same spot and you will get Wild Card Chief page by no other than Wild Card Mar, what he is doing the Kansas City Chief page. He also does a late night owl. So if you're up late, say around 11, still want to get your fix or want to hear the take on the NBA game that just went off on the West Coast, want to hear about baseball, tune in to that. Coming soon. Coming soon. There will be a baseball correspondent. Homeboy MJ gonna do the baseball correspondent channel. We haven't officially gave him a name. I got one in my head. I gotta get it okay, see if he like it, and then we'll give the name of that one. But he will be doing baseball. And he already did some predictions on the late night owl show, so you need to check that out. But on this page here, we talk everything Detroit Lions on a No Name podcast. So welcome to the show. And today's show, we're gonna talk about draft picks and draft stocks and draft mock drafts and all that stuff, because I hear a lot of people, talking about what the Lions should do after they did pretty well in free agency, and they did well in free agency. I like what they did. I still like to see them get Jeffrey Simmons. I think that'll change the whole complexion of the defense. But yet and still, that's fine. Let's see what they do in the draft. I think at number 6, you take Jalen Carter, and I'm gonna tell you why. Some say, "Oh, his character," and look what he did. At the pro day, he was out of shape and couldn't finish. Blah blah. He had went through an experience in his life that could have been traumatic for him. I'm saying could have been because I don't know how it affected him, but he's a young man, and not only did he he could have faced jail time. He don't know. He didn't know at the time. He saw 2 people that he knew pass away in a car accident by doing something stupid and reckless, which we have done. Or let me say me, because I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. I've done a lot of foolish and reckless things at that age that could have resulted in someone losing their life. It could have resulted in someone getting seriously injured. So that could have derailed him from keeping up with his workouts, eating, overeating, because he drowning himself in food. And we so busy, oh, look what happened to him. He is a kid. Yeah, he may be big as a house. He's still a kid. And he's not mature enough yet. He does a lot of silly things. But the talent is still there. And you take the best player available. If he falls to you, you take him. Because now you have Aiden Hutchinson on one side, Carter in the middle, Lee McNeil, Houston coming in, Pascal, a core. You got several options. That defense looks nice now. You take Jalen Carter. He's the best available player. Then I look and I see, pick 18. Pick 18. We should get, not we, but some of the outside people saying they should pick Mayer or the other tight end. Why? If you trade away, they say, they say we trade away TJ Hawkinson, so we should replace that. But if you look at once Hawkinson was gone and how they use the other tight ends that they have, do you really need a premier tight end in that position, the way they run their offense? No. Would it be nice to have in the late rounds? Yeah. If you can get a nice tight end in the later rounds, yeah, but at 18, no. I still think you pick a cornerback. If Gonzalez is still available, if Witherspoon, whoever, a good corner in that position, I'm gonna tell you, because you got Emmanuel over there, the 1-year contract. You got CJ Gardner-Johnson, a 1-year contract. You get another not say tiny. You get another cornerback in that position, a highly talented cornerback, someone that's talented. They can learn. They don't have to play this year. They can learn from those veterans and get ready to slot into that position the following year in 2024. So you miss a beat when possibly those two are gone, or maybe one of those two are gone. We don't know. So you secure that position. So now you got a dog in the middle and you got a cornerback. And if you don't get a cornerback, then you can pick up another defensive lineman. Like my man from Pittsburgh. That either or that should be right. And in the second round, you can get, I think you should get a linebacker. I don't hear nobody saying about linebacker. Get a linebacker. You get a good linebacker in that second round, and then pick a receiver somewhere in there. Third round or late second, either the third round or the second pick in the second round. It's like a tongue twister. I wouldn't mind seeing get Hooker in there. I like Hendon Hooker as a backup, and possibly if a couple years down the line, Jared Goff, we have to get rid of Jared Goff for contract issues or salary cap issues, whatever. You got somebody to step in and keep it going, keep the ball rolling, because you're building something here. And a lot of us get nostalgic. Oh, we can't lose such and such, and we can't lose so and so. We got nostalgic about Jamal Williams. We got nostalgic about DJ Chark. And I think picking up Marvin Jones was a great pickup. I think you got Chark 2.0. And one of the things no one looked at it about, no one has said yet that I've seen about the great thing about Marvin Jones, he's gonna make St. Brown better. He's gonna make all the receivers better because they can learn from him. And as when they learn from him, they become better. Now you have, not only do you have a top-notch offense, now you got a top-notch offense and top-notch defense. Who's gonna be better than the NFC? Who? And that's not me being a homer. And I'm talking about these things fall in place. You get Carter, another defensive line or a cornerback, and then down the line get a guard. No one's talking about Cyrus Terry, I think his name. Torrance, Torrance. I mean, no one's talking about, he may fall to the third round. If he falls to the third round, the Lions should jump on him. You know what's gonna happen with Jonah Jackson next year? All the rest of them getting old. Ragnar, Frank, not Ragnar, and oh my God, my mind's going bad. All of them getting old. Let's say that. Getting old. And you need to start getting replacements. So if you can get Osiris, get them. If you don't, that's still fine, because if you draft right this year, next year you can draft all just for replacement purposes. Imagine this. I'm gonna say this, I'm getting out your way. This year, you have, if you get a Carter or Carter-like talent, let's say that, plus what you already have. You get another cornerback, high, intelligent, talented cornerback. You get a linebacker, a great linebacker in this year's draft. You get another receiver. Because receivers, a lot of receivers, they're not even going to get picked up until like the second, third round. So you get a choice of a good receiver. So you get another receiver, another running back. Because you're going to probably end up moving Swift. Another running back. And then maybe a couple project corners, project defensive linemen down the line. Next year, you all you have to do is draft guard, a couple guards, a couple tackles, because you don't have to pick all those other positions. You don't have to worry about that. You can pick the best the best guard, the best tackle in the draft when you pick. Now you're retooled and reloaded for the future. That's what they should be looking at. So I'm not worried about. I mean, if you get a chance to get Osiris, get it. If you don't, I'm not worried about that. Pick up players that you can slide in. That's gonna be here for a while on both sides of the ball. Next year draft replacements. This organization is set. San Francisco ain't gonna be on top too long. They ain't gonna be able to keep all the people on the salary. Their quarterback position is up in the air right now. We don't know what it looks like. The Eagles are bleeding players out. The Giants are up and coming, but I don't think they're better than the Lions. Cowboys, they do what the Cowboys do. The Cowboys gonna find a way to cowboy it up. That's how it is. The Cowboys gonna be the Cowboys. Who else? Commanders, not worried about them. The Bears, they up and coming, but it's gonna take them a couple years. Vikings going down. Packers going down. Tampa Bay is a mess. Seattle, they all right. Still, the defense and all that is not as good as ours can be and will be. So another either this year or the following year, we should be on the top of the NFC if they make the right moves this year. This year is pivotal for them to make the right moves for us to be on top of the NFC. Period. And I don't think that's asking too much or shooting too high. I think that's what we should shoot for, judging by the moves they made this year and need to continue to make this year as the year goes on. This team, by this time next year, should be on top of the NFC. Period. And we're going to revisit this video. I'm going to say, told you. It should be on top of the NFC. So all I have to do now is to worry about can they compete with the likes of the Bengals and the Chiefs? They already showed what they could do with the Bills last year. Who else on the AFC? Maybe if Deshaun Watson can return to the Deshaun Watson, you can add Cleveland into the mix. But besides that, we'll see this year because they play the Chiefs and I think they play a couple other teams like that. How they stack up against them. But this time next year, NFC, top of the NFC, they should be talking about the Lions, not the NFC North, but the NFC. Mark my words. But anyway, tell me what you think about that. Get down in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. Help us to grow this channel. Until next time, peace.